For years, the world saw David and Victoria Beckham as the ultimate power couple, untouchable, glamorous, and perfect. But behind the designer suits and red carpet smiles, a secret war was being fought behind closed doors. Victoria recently broke her decades-long silence, finally admitting that the darkest chapter of their marriage nearly destroyed them, leaving her feeling completely broken and profoundly resentful. This wasn't just a celebrity rumor. It was a total collapse of trust that forced a global icon to choose between saving her family or walking away forever. The turmoil began in 2004 when David moved to Real Madrid. Isolated in a country where he didn't speak the language and hounded by a relentless, aggressive media, the distance between them grew. When allegations of an affair surfaced, the public scrutiny turned into an absolute circus. Victoria described being followed by cars full of paparazzi every single day, forced to live out her most painful personal trauma in front of millions of people who were obsessively documenting every tear, every frown, and every forced smile. For a long time, Victoria maintained a cold, composed exterior to protect the Beckham brand, but internally she was suffering. She has since confessed that she felt entirely unheard and emotionally exhausted during those years. David, too, struggled, admitting he woke up every morning feeling physically sick from the pressure, unable to comprehend how they would survive the chaos. The couple wasn't just fighting the media, they were struggling to even recognize each other anymore as the emotional distance widened. What made it even more complicated was the refusal of the accusations to go away. Years later, the narrative was still being fueled by interviews, forcing the family to constantly revisit their worst nightmare. Yet instead of choosing divorce, Victoria and David made the difficult decision to ride the storm. They moved the family to Madrid, then eventually to Los Angeles, intentionally choosing to rebuild their foundation away from the hostile environment that had pushed them to the brink. Their survival wasn't about pretending everything was perfect, it was about acknowledging that the damage was real. By finally opening up in recent documentaries and podcasts, Victoria has shattered the image of the perfect couple to reveal something much more human, two exhausted people who fought to save their union when it would have been easier to quit. Her honesty has changed the way the world views them, shifting the narrative from a manufactured brand to a story of genuine, gritty endurance. Now that the truth of those years has finally come to light, it leaves us wondering, do you think the Beckhams are truly stronger because of what they survived, or do you believe some wounds simply never fully heal? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the untold side of fame, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. For years, the world saw David and Victoria Beckham as the ultimate power couple, untouchable, glamorous, and perfect. But behind the designer suits and red carpet smiles, a secret war was being fought behind closed doors. Victoria recently broke her decades-long silence, finally admitting that the darkest chapter of their marriage nearly destroyed them, leaving her feeling completely